Hi, this is Eric Robertson with Smoq Canada. I just thought I would put this video out to introduce myself and Smoq and what we're all about. I'm going to pre-apologize for the video. I may stammer and stutter a bit. I'm not used to doing the video thing and speech at the same time. So here it goes. Smoq is one of those companies that was created because of an incredible product that changed someone's life, and then the people whose lives were changed created a company to sell that product. We ended up forming a company called Smoq. Something like the Gillette commercial, you know, I liked it so much I bought the company. Same thing, except we're not multimillionaires. Anyway, we're an Atlantic Canada locally owned company incorporated in the province of New Brunswick. And back in 2000, September 14, after about 26 years of smoking, a pack and a half a day with a chronic bronchial cough, numerous attempts of quitting, and I mean lots of attempts. I did Zyban, Champex, hypnotherapy, more Champex, acupuncture, cold turkey, Champex again, and then I finally did laser surgery with booster shots, and that worked for a little bit, and then it failed me. I spent about $4,000 invested in those attempts to no avail. Still smoked. So August rolled around, and I was on the deck having a cigarette, and I was approached by my kid, and he's 6 years old at the time, and he says to me, he says, "Daddy," he says, "when are you going to stop lying to me about quitting smoking?" I said, "When I'm ready, Zach, I'll quit." You know, it seemed like everybody was harassing me to quit, you know, and it was sort of getting irritating, you know. And he says, "Remember, you promised me on your birthday you would quit," and my birthday was in May. So 5 months goes by, and of course, you know, he's taken as if I'm lying to him, you know. And anyway, he was pretty disappointed in me, and which made me a little disappointed in myself as he walked away. Right, you know, he walked away in disgust. So I knew it was time to do something. Anyway, that Friday I went down to the vape shop and I bought something similar to this, except it was black. This is an EVOD 2 standard pen. I spent 80 bucks for 2 of them, plus 20 bucks for juice. Right, I ended up getting spearmint juice. I got something flavored because that's what everybody else in the lineup ahead of me, they got flavored, like kiwi, strawberry, caramel pudding, you know, alien orgasm, whatever it was. I said, okay, well, spearmint, let's try spearmint, you know, nothing too crazy. Anyway, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday rolls by, total failure. I was getting juice in my mouth from my thing, you know, it didn't taste, it's so far from a cigarette, it was unreal, right? It failed me. So I went back down to the shop where I purchased it. I said, "Hey," I said, "this doesn't work." They said, "Well, you know, you got to do this to get this out," and blah blah blah. And I said, "You know, it's not working for me." So anyway, as I was standing in line up before I was making my complaint, there was a guy from Fort McMurray. He was there getting some cherry cigar, and I seen he had an Aspire mod in his hand, right? Totally different than mine. He was saying how much he loved it. And he was an older guy in his 60s, right? He was buying 3 or 4 bottles of juice, taking them away with him, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I said, you know, maybe that's what I need, something that tastes like a cigar or a cigarette, you know, or something, you know, because this spearmint stuff just isn't cutting it. It tastes good for a little bit, but then it got really boring to me, to my palate, and it didn't taste like a smoke. So I ended up upgrading into like a Hana mod with a tank like this, which was variable voltage. I can control the hit, the flavor, and everything. I put my nicotine up a bit, and anyway, 4 days goes by. 10 days goes by, I get my smell back, and I lost my chronic cough on day 8. 2 or 3 years of like chronic coughing at nighttime, even in my sleep, gone. And I never noticed because I coughed so much, but my family noticed. My wife said, "You don't cough anymore." I said, "Well, maybe something in the tobacco was an irritant," you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm with my kid down McDonald's on the Trans-Canada Highway in Moncton, and I'm sitting at a picnic table having a Happy Meal with my kid. And a lady pulls in a Suburban, and she's about 3 garbage cans down, which is about 40 feet. She gets out of her car, out of her truck, takes the ashtray and goes and empties it inside the garbage can. You know, a smoker, right? You go over, give it a tap, knock all the crap out of it. I almost vomited right there, and I was 40 feet away, but that's how intense the smell that I had, like, for those, for the ash. It was like, it was nasty. I didn't realize how bad it smelled. Anyway, 10 days in, 25 days in, I'm on about day 30. I'm at Sobeys on Mountain Road at nighttime, 1 o'clock in the morning, doing the midnight shopping thing. And 2 elderly people walked by me in the produce section, and the smell was horrendous. It wasn't that they didn't shower or they were dirty or homeless or none of that stuff, is they were smokers. I didn't realize how bad it smelled. It was raining outside, so they must have had a cigarette on the way into the store, and it was I could almost not take it. It was like giving me a headache. It was so bad. That's when I realized that A, smoking is nasty, and B, I'll never smoke again, right? And I knew that this vape thing was valid for me, right? So anyway, me owning Jacker Imports, I said, you know what, this is a valid product, and I find it easy to sell something when something is so valid. So I started importing, selling from home, and I was getting so many customers per week that I said, you know what, I have to take this and incorporate it. So I ended up incorporating. 10 months later, you know, there was no cheats on my side. The product was selling. 2,000 customers later, Uber Smoq is still here. And anyway, we bring you knowledge, great authentic products, an incredible experience when it comes to choosing a vape product, to switch from smoking to vaping. All of our locations or resellers are owner operated, so that means, and those owner operators are ex-smokers. That's part of the criteria. That means there's no kids pushing ineffective products to you. There's no putting you into something just to make a sale. We take you, find out what you're all about, find out what your weak spots, your weak spots are, find out why you failed last time, and we make it happen with a vape product. So there's no failure, right? We want you to be successful. Anyway, it's a $3 billion a year industry now, and that means it's taken $3 billion out of the tobacco industry, which is a big hit. That means that vaping is working. That you get your sense of smell back, you get your sense of taste back, you get your wind back, you get no more headaches, no more throat irritation. I mean, some people may not be able to vape. I think it's 2 or 3% that they have an irritation to it. Anyway, there's no ash, there's no tar, there's no paper, there's no fire retardant, there's no tobacco. It's just VG, PG, and nicotine, and whatever flavors are there. And it vaporizes, no burning. It's sort of like steam. And it gives you that physical action of a cigarette and the physical feel with a throat hit of that you're inhaling a cigarette with the nicotine delivery going to your system. So there's no heavy withdrawals. You decrease the nicotine as time goes on. Pretty simple. You're going to be $5,000 a year wealthier if you smoke a pack a day, pack and a half a day. Contact us. We would love to do business with you and give you support along the way. We thrive on customer service. Our products are awesome. Give us a try. The local Uber Smoq number is 506-830-UBER, which is 8237. I'm going to do something here that nobody does in the industry because no one wants to be bothered, but I want to be bothered. I want you to bother me. I want you to be my customer. I'm going to give you my personal cell number. If you don't want to deal with anybody else, you want to deal with me, call or text me at 506-878-2966. I would love to help you make that life-moving change to better breathing and better finances. Anyway, it's Eric Robichaud, and thanks from me and all our resellers. Hope you have a great day.